Hey, Laws of Exponents Part 2. So we actually have two more laws, but they're in parts. So this one, what do you do when you have a product raised to a power? And what do you do when you have a fraction raised to a power? Well, you actually raise both to that power. So this would be x to the m, y to the m. This would be x to the m divided by y to the m. So if I have, let's say, 3/4, and I want to square it, you could write it twice, multiply it together, or you could just say square both things. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. If I have x to the 6 times y to the 10th, and then I want to cube it, I would just cube both terms. Now you can skip this step in the homework and on the test, but this would be x to the 18th, y to the 30th. So I have some problems for you to do. Oh, that kind of got a little, well, let's do this. I don't know if that works or not, but do those 4 and then turn me back on. Okay, so 3 cubed is 27. X to the first cubed is 3 to the power of 3. X to the 6 to the 4th would be x to the 24th. Y to the 8 to the 4th would be y to the 32nd. This one, 2 cubed is 8. 5 cubed is 125. Now this one, if you remember the order of operations, you must do powers before you do multiplying. So we have to do this section first, x to the 24th, y to the 40th, and we're going to multiply that to this section, x to the 15th, y to the 24th. Then when you multiply two things same base, you add the powers. Now, we could put parentheses here, and that does represent multiplication too, but I put a little multiplication there. Okay, what do you do when you divide? Now, there's two more laws we're going to learn Monday, but this is broken up into 3 parts. What do you do when the powers are equal, when the top power is bigger, and when the bottom power is bigger? So if the powers are the same, now, of course, we have a little warning. X cannot be 0 because you can't divide by 0. You get undefined. But other than that, anything divided by itself is 1. So, well, I should have left more space here. But this one, the answer is 1. So what do you do when the top power is bigger? Well, these 3 cancel with the 3 of these. So you would still have 2 left over on the top. Now remember, in a fraction, you don't have to put a 1 when it's on the bottom. Again, from books being copied, having a hard time, write as little as possible. So the rule says you subtract the smaller power from the bigger, keep it where the larger one was. So it'd be x to the m minus n. So what if the bottom power is bigger? Yes. So 4 of these cancel with 4 of these. So you would still have to have 2 left over in the bottom. Now you do put a 1 in the top because it's confusing. If you don't, is there a space there? Is it this supposed to be on top? So have to have 1 on the top. But the law is 1 over x to the n minus m. Sorry, I got a little sloppy here. This should have been over here, but hey, that happens. So let's look at this. 6x to the 8th, y to the 10th, z to the 6. Let's do 10 x to the 6, y to the 10th, z to the 10th. So when you have coefficients, you reduce it just like you do a fraction. So 2 goes into both of those, so it'd be 3/5. 6 of these cancel with 6 of these, so you'd still have 2 left on the top, x squared. Hey, anything divided by itself is 1. Kaboosh, that's gone. 1 times anything is the anything. And 6 of these cancel with 6 of these. So it'd be x to the 4th on the bottom. Start over. Z to the 4th on the bottom. Sorry about that. I should have waited and had some caffeine here. Do these 4. Well, we'll do this. Do these 3, and then I'll move it over after I go over them. Okay. So you froze and did them, I'm sure. So 3 goes into both. Boy, am I getting sloppy. So that'd be 2/3. 6 of these cancel 6 of these. 4 of these cancel with 4 of these. So it'd be y to the 4th. When you divide two things same base, you subtract the powers. 6 subtracts from 10, and 10 is bigger, so it's on the top, z to the 4th. So this one, 8 cancels with 16, so that would be 2 on the bottom. Anything divided by itself is 1, so it's gone. 1 times anything is anything. 7 of these cancel with 7 of those, and 1 of these cancel with 1 of those. It'd be z cubed. Okay. Do these 2 if you haven't done them yet. So freeze the video, do them, and then turn me back on. Okay, good. So when you have a base to a power, then raise another power, you multiply. So x to the 60 over x to the 12. 12 of these subtract with 12 of these. Cancel out with 12 of them when you subtract the powers. So it'd be x to the 48th on the top. And this one, this is a big division symbol, so you have to do the top, do the bottom, and then divide. So it'd be x to the 16th, x to the 20th. When you divide two things same base, you subtract the powers. Smaller one from the smaller one from the bigger one. You keep it where the bigger one was. Hey, was that fun or what? I'm hoping the repetition gets you to memorize the laws, because that's where people tend to have problem every year. If you got to memorize, know what to do, easy peasy, chocolate cheesy. Anyways, bye-bye.